Is there anything else you want to add to the other moms and dads who might see this, whose child has just had a serious injury, and what they can do to handle it and better and expect what to expect?
Well,
work with them as best you can. Don't discourage them. Put ideas in, try to help them on questions that he came up with and comes up with yet today. You just kind of he asked a question, that's fine. Throw another question to let him answer the question himself. And sometimes that seems to work. So, anything I can do.
Anything you want to add?
well, like I said, when I go over there 3 times a week, when he tells me, I try. And I told him, I said, it's not just try, do, you have to do. Try and do it, don't just use the try thing. I said, and if you need something that I can help you with, or Dad can, maybe one of your friends can, but you need someone to back you up in some things, and you don't always want to accept that. And you don't like criticism, and sometimes the only way you can learn is you gotta be criticized for some things in a nice way, so that you can correct it and grow. But after you had your therapy, you didn't try no more.
When was the last time you had therapy?
Oh, I think he was in therapy for maybe 6 months to maybe a year almost. And once he didn't have to go to the hospital and work with his hands to make him stronger, or his brain to remember things and things like this, or just small tasks, you stop doing them. It isn't because you can't do them. You just decided maybe you won't really be able to continue unless somebody was there telling you you have to.
Do you think he would benefit from getting another 6 months of therapy?
I don't know if, I don't know if therapy's the right thing, but in some manner, a little outside help from other than family, I think sometimes you respond better.
What do you think of the idea of anger management therapy? Is there such a thing, and is it possible to do?
Well, the obvious problem is that managing the anger of a brain injured person is different than managing typical anger problems. Although there's always an overlap between normal bad behavior and abnormal neurobehavior.
Yeah.
And that may be because there's some neurological cause to some of what we consider to be normal bad behavior. But it is a very different process because the way that normal people learn is harder, it takes longer, it makes more reinforcement. And some of the ways in which we motivate people to change their behavior just aren't going to work with someone with a severe brain injury, because the motivation changes, a lot of that does change, and it is harder. So if you went to the classic anger management class where they send someone who beat up his wife, it's not going to do anything. A trained brain injury counselor working with the family, with the wife, with the kids, may be able to make a difference. But you just can't send them to an anger management class, because that's probably going to make them angrier.
Yeah, but that's the kind I meant.
So you're suggesting with the brain injury, it should be a family affair to have meetings rather than just him?
He's an adult. He has freedom of choice. And he wasn't one of those people who probably, when he was 25, liked to be told what to do.
Exactly.
And that person's still there, but unfortunately, the person who used to decide what to do is having a hard time making those decisions.
Right.
So you can't force him to do anything. But if the family isn't there for him, and there isn't some other alternative like the church or something to take up for it, it's going to be real hard. And I'm a lawyer, I'm not a doctor, but I see these things day after day in the people we represent. The more that you can understand, the more you can, you know, still beat mom and dad, and to some degree he may take it better from you than he does from his wife.
Exactly.